total shattering, and my mind just opened, and I started thinking of all these different things. And in that sense, it was beautiful. I found it was how I found the first time I had ever experienced a real connection to the universe, where I really felt like a part of this, that I was this was me. It was just like incredible. And so just absolutely amazing. And then I kept going, and then I went way too far, and then it got scary. It was just kind of like a panic, I don't know, put some medication in this kid and just hope for the best, but I don't know if it hurt or helped. It was at the point where I was being diagnosed, I think, for side effects of medications. Like, there was a point where I was taking 15 pills in a day. And just, like, I felt like a lab rat. And the side effects were just awful, absolutely awful. Vomiting all day. I couldn't leave my house for so long from just like these awful anxiety attacks, and like the thought of interacting with people would make me sick to my stomach. It was just so much, and I still don't know. I don't know what was a side effect and what.
One of the things I love about visiting indigenous cultures is it lets me step back in time and see how we all lived centuries ago. And in doing that, I've noticed so many things that we've gained and things that we've lost. And one of the things I've really noticed is the fact that our relationships are much different. And first of all, our relationship to the land. In indigenous cultures, there's no grocery store. In tribal cultures especially, no utility districts, no water districts, no fast food restaurants. Nothing stands between them and their survival other than their own ingenuity and their own knowledge of the earth. And they have a very intimate knowledge of the earth. And it's always astonished me. This one Hawaiian woman was at the beach, and I met her, and she saw this crab flipping out sand out of the hole, and she said, the sand's going to the north. There'll be a Kona storm tomorrow. And sure enough, a Kona storm shows up tomorrow.
If you exhibit quote-unquote schizophrenic tendencies, you are immediately drawn out of the pack and put under the care and tutelage of master shamans. You are told you are special. Your abilities are very central to the health of our society. You will cure. You will prophesy. You will guide our society in its most fundamental decisions. Contrast this with what a person exhibiting schizophrenic activity in our society is told. They're told, you don't fit in. You are becoming a problem. You don't pull your own weight. You are not of equal worth to the rest of us. You are sick. You have to go to the hospital. You have to be locked up. You are on a par with prisoners and lost dogs in our society. So that treatment of schizophrenia makes it incurable. Imagine if you were slightly odd and the solution were to take you and lock you into a place where everyone was seriously mad.
Science as God, culture which has tended to dismiss the subjective, the inner, the spiritual, in the belief that science, technology could really answer all our needs. And I think we've seen very clearly the limitations of that, and we see it in our environment and the destruction of our planet and various other things. And I think also we feel it in the hunger which we as individuals and as a culture experience, the lack of meaning and purpose that goes with a focus on the material and the technological, and the realization that the inner world, the psyche, will break through it, will express its deepest yearnings for meaning and purpose and connection with the whole. so that almost as we can see our culture as a whole going through a developmental, evolutionary, spiritual emergence, we might say, in the same way as individuals do, and as you pointed out, the same way shamans have for centuries.
We have to get away from that, and the way to get away from it is by a return to the authentic experience of the body, and that means sexually empowering ourselves, and it means getting loaded, exploring the mind as a tool for personal and social transformation. The hour is late. The clock is ticking. We will be judged very harshly if we fumble the ball. We are the inheritors of millions and millions of years of successfully lived lives and successful adaptations to changing conditions in the natural world. Now the challenge passes to us, the living, that the yet to be born may have a place to put their feet and a sky to walk under. And that's what the psychedelic experience is about, is caring for, empower.
What makes a shaman powerful and trustworthy? A shaman's power is measured by the ability to embody joy. To a shaman, power is the ability to work with energy. Shamans are masters of consciousness shifts that enable them to use and interact with the creative life force for beneficial purposes. A shaman is trustworthy with this power when they surrender to the divine and are in service to the greater good of nature and humankind. Can anyone become a shaman? Today, a different kind of shaman is being called forth. As our species has individuated from Mother Nature and participated in one of the greatest ecological disasters in historical evidence, many people are being called and awakened to be a voice of the earth and spirit. We live in a different time than our ancestors did, but shamanism has always existed and served a purpose for humankind. It will continue to evolve as we do.